Good day, students. Welcome to our lesson this week in General Mathematics. In this session, we're going to have solving rational equations. First, let us define a rational function. A rational function is a function of the form f of x equals p of x over q of x, where p of x and q of x are polynomial functions, and q of x is not equal to 0. Because if the denominator will be 0, the value will be undefined. The domain of a rational function f is the set of real numbers except those values of x that will make the denominator 0. In set notation, the domain of f is equal to x such that x is an element of real numbers except x equals a where q of a is equal to 0, or x such that x is an element of real numbers and q of x is not equal to 0. So this is an example of a rational equation. P of x over q of x equals 0. When the equal sign symbol or the equal sign is replaced by inequality symbols such as greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, it will be called rational inequality. Now let's have solving rational equations. Example 1. Solve for x if 3 over x minus 1 equals 4 over x plus 2. So for the solution, so copy the equations. Then here you're going to multiply cross multiplication, or you're going to apply cross multiplication. X plus 2 will be multiplied to 3, that's why it will become 3 times x plus 2. Then x minus 1 will be multiplied to 4, that's why the right side of the equation will be 4 times x minus 1. So in this case, the multiplication property of equality was applied. So just distribute 3 times x and 3 times 2. That's why it will become 3x plus 6. Then on the right side, 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Then just solve for the value of x. So 3x was transposed as well as negative 4. That's why it became 6 plus 4 equals 4x minus 3x. So 4x minus 3x is x, 6 plus 4 is 10, that's why 10 is equal to x, or x equals 10. And this is our answer. 10 is the solution for the equation 3 over x minus 1 equals 4 over x plus 2. Example 2. Solve for x if 1 over 6x squared equals 1 over 2x plus 7 over 6x squared. So for the solution, you multiply both sides of the equation by the least common denominator. Based on the given, the least common denominator is 6x squared. That's why we multiply both sides of the equation by 6x squared. So that's 6x squared times 1 over 6x squared on the left side, and on the right side of the equation 1 over 2x plus 7 over 6x squared times 6x squared. So 6x squared times 1 is 6x squared divided by 6x squared is 1. Then 6x squared divided by 2x is 3x, that's why it became 1 times 3x. Then 6x squared divided by 6x squared is 1 times 7, so that's 7. So just continue solving the equation. So we're going to have 1 equals 3x plus 7 or by symmetric property, we can write this as 3x plus 7 equals 1. So we interchange the terms. Then transpose 7, 3x equals 1 minus 7, 3x equals negative 6. Divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to negative 2. The solution of the rational equation 1 over 6x squared equals 1 over 2x plus 7 over 6x squared is negative 2. For example 3, find the solution of 3 over x plus 1 minus 2 over x plus 2 equals 1. So in this case, the LCD will be x plus 1 times x plus 2. So we're going to multiply x plus 1 times x plus 2 in both sides of the equation. So we're going to have 3 times x plus 2 minus 2 times x plus 1 equals x plus 1 times x plus 2. So distribute 3 and negative 2. So we're going to have 3x plus 6 minus 2x minus 2. Then for the left side of equation, so if you remember the FOIL method, use the FOIL method, you're going to arrive at x squared plus 3x plus 2. So by symmetric property, the terms were interchanged. And then combine the like terms. So x squared plus 3x minus 3x plus 2x plus 2 minus 6 plus 2 equals 0. So we're going to have x squared plus 2x minus 2 equals 0. So there's x squared here. That's why we equated it to 0, because we are going to apply factoring to solve for the roots of this rational equation. So for the continuation, we have x squared plus 2x minus 2 equals 0. So factoring cannot be applied. So we can use the quadratic formula. So based on the structure of the equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to negative 2. Because a quadratic equation is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So use the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So just substitute the values of b, a, and c. That's why we're going to have negative 2 plus or minus square root of 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 2 all over 2 times 1. So we're going to have x equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of 4 plus 8 all over 2. 4 plus 8 is 12. That's why we're going to have x equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of 12 all over 2. Then simplifying the radical form of square root of 12, it will be 2 square root of 3. That's why we're going to have here x equals negative 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 3 all over 2. So meaning to say, we're going to have two roots of the equation because we have positive and negative here. So dividing both terms by 2, we're going to have x equals negative 1 plus or minus square root of 3. So this means that the first root is x equals negative 1 plus square root of 3, and the second root, or another possible root or solution for the rational equation, is x equals negative 1 minus square root of 3. Example 4, find the solution of 1 plus x squared minus 5x minus 24 all over 3x equals x minus 6 all over 3x. So the Least common denominator is 3x. That's why we're going to multiply 3x to both sides of the equation. So we're going to get 3x plus x squared minus 5x minus 24 equals x minus 6. So combine the like terms. Since there's x squared, so let's equate the terms to 0. It will be x squared plus 3x minus 5x minus x minus 24 plus 6. So simplify, it will be x squared minus 3x minus 18 equals 0. So you can also use the quadratic formula, but since this trinomial is factorable, so we can factor this into x minus 6 times x plus 3 equals 0. So equate the first factor to 0, x minus 6 equals 0, so x equals 6. Then the second factor, x plus 3 equals 0, so x equals negative 3. So the solutions of this rational equation is 6 and negative 3. Example 5. Solve for n if 1 over n squared plus 1 over n equals 1 over 2n squared. So in this case, our LCD is 2n squared, so we multiply 2n squared to both sides of the equation. So 2n squared divided by n squared is 2, times 1 is 2. Then 2n squared divided by n is 2n times 1, so that's 2n. It equals 2n squared divided by 2n squared is 1 times 1 is 1. That's why we're going to have 2 plus 2n equals 1. So just solve for n. 2n equals 1 over 2. 2n equals negative 1 because 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Then divide both sides of the equation by 2. So we're going to have n equals negative 1/2. And that's the solution of the given rational equation. So I will be giving some practice exercises in the worksheet. I will also type the link of the quiz in the comment section. Always remember, class, do mathematics to learn mathematics. Practice, improve, and stay curious. Keep safe, stay healthy. God bless everyone. See you next week for our next lesson.